Attention passionate Montreal, Canadiens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the Atlantic Division and it could shake up the entire conference. We're talking about a direct impact on Montreal Canadiens' path to another Stanley Cup run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Montreal Canadiens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Montreal Canadiens fans. Let's get to the news now. If you're a diehard Canadiens supporter, you know that the offseason is always a roller coaster of emotions, rumors, and of course the big moves that could define the team's future. And folks, this year the Canadiens are making headlines like never before. The latest buzz. The acquisition of a key player, a name that's been on every fan's lips, none other than Luke Hughes. Yes, that's right. The talented defenseman, brother to Quinn Hughes, has officially signed with Montreal, and the impact of this move could be seismic for the team's upcoming season. Hughes, known for his exceptional skating, defensive instincts, and offensive upside, is a player that can truly elevate the Canadiens' back end. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. The Canadiens, historically, have been a franchise with a rich tradition, filled with legendary players and unforgettable Stanley Cup runs. But in recent years, especially after some rebuild phases, the team has been striving to find that perfect blend of youth and experience, of grit and skill, to return to the upper echelons of the league. And this offseason, it seems like they're really pushing in that direction. The signing of Hughes isn't just about adding another name to the roster, it's about signaling a clear message that Montreal wants to be a serious contender once again. Hughes, at just 23 years old, already has a reputation as one of the brightest young defensemen in the NHL. His performance in New Jersey last season was nothing short of impressive. He played over 20 minutes per game, was a reliable shutdown defender, and contributed significantly on the power play. His skating ability allows him to break out of pressure quickly, and his offensive instincts mean he can jump into the rush when the opportunity arises. For the Canadiens, who have been looking to bolster their blue line, Hughes could be a game-changer, a player capable of anchoring the defense for years to come. But it's not just about Hughes. The Canadiens have been busy on the free agent market, making strategic moves to strengthen various areas of the team. Reports indicate that they've signed a couple of veteran forwards with playoff experience, players who bring leadership and grit to the lineup. These acquisitions show a clear intent from management. They want to build a balanced, competitive, and deep roster. It's a strategy that aligns with the team's long-term vision of contending for the Stanley Cup sooner rather than later. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. The Canadiens have gone through ups and downs in recent seasons, with some seasons falling short of expectations and others showing promising signs of progress. But the current roster, with the addition of Hughes and other new signings, looks poised for a resurgence. The young core of players like Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, and Juraj Slavkovsky is developing nicely, and with these new faces, the team's depth and experience are increasing significantly. The coaching staff, led by Martin St. Louis, has been emphasizing a fast, aggressive style of play, and with the new personnel, they're aiming to implement that even more effectively. And let's not forget the importance of the draft and prospect pool. The Canadiens have invested heavily in their farm system, acquiring talented young players who could step into the NHL in the near future. The organization understands that building a champion isn't just about one or two signings. It's about sustained development and strategic planning, and the recent moves suggest they're on the right track. Hughes, with his veteran presence and leadership qualities, can serve as a mentor to the younger defensemen coming up the ranks, creating a more cohesive and competitive environment overall. Now, talking about expectations, Montreal fans are famously passionate. They've been waiting for their team to return to the playoffs consistently, to challenge for deep runs, and to bring that Stanley Cup back to the Bell Center. With these offseason moves, that hope is reignited. The team's front office is clearly aiming high, and the players seem motivated to prove that they belong among the league's elite. The addition of Hughes isn't just a splash move, it's a statement that Montreal is serious about contending, about returning to the glory days, and about making the 2023-2024 season one to remember. What's even more exciting is how these moves could shake up the Atlantic Division. The division has been highly competitive, with teams like Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Boston often vying for the top spot. But now, with Montreal's strengthened roster, the dynamic could shift. The Canadiens might just be the team that sneaks up on everyone, surprising their rivals with a combination of youthful energy, experienced leadership, and strategic depth. If Hughes and the other new signings gel quickly with the existing core, we could see Montreal making a lot of noise in the standings. Of course, it's not just about individual talent, it's about how well the team plays together. The chemistry, the coaching adjustments, the health of key players, all these factors will determine how far Montreal can go. But the signs are promising. The team looks motivated, the roster is deep, and the fans are eager. The Bell Center is going to be electric this season, and you can bet that every game will be a battle. Now, let's talk a little about the historical context. The Canadiens, with their 24 Stanley Cup titles, are one of the most successful franchises in NHL history. But in recent decades, they've faced stiff competition and some rebuilding phases. The current roster, with the additions of Hughes and other free agents, could be the start of a new chapter, one where Montreal reclaims its place among the league's elite. The organization's focus on developing young talent combined with strategic acquisitions demonstrates a clear vision, building a sustainable contender that can challenge for the cup year after year. And speaking of Hughes himself, he's not just a talented player on paper. His work ethic, leadership qualities, and hockey IQ are what set him apart. He's a player who thrives under pressure, who loves to lead by example, and who has the potential to become a captaincy candidate in the near future. His experience in high-stakes playoff battles with New Jersey last season is invaluable, and bringing that mentality into the Canadiens' locker room will be a huge boost for everyone involved. Meanwhile, the fans' expectations are sky-high. Montreal has always been a hockey city, with passionate supporters filling the Bell Center night after night. They're craving a team that plays exciting hockey, that fights for every inch on the ice, and that has a real shot at hoisting the Stanley Cup again. The recent moves, especially the signing of Hughes, have sent a message that the Canadiens are serious about that mission. Fans are already dreaming about deep playoff runs, about watching their team go head-to-head with the best in the league, and about finally bringing that championship back home. Looking ahead, the upcoming season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory for Canadiens fans. The team's new core, combined with the player development pipeline, coaching staff strategies, and management's vision, all point toward a potentially historic campaign. Of course, there will be challenges, injuries, tough opponents, and the unpredictable nature of hockey, but the optimism is palpable. Montreal's front office has shown that they're not afraid to make bold moves, and that's exactly what fans want to see. They want their team to be aggressive, to be ambitious, and to push for greatness. In conclusion, the latest news surrounding the Montreal Canadiens, especially the signing of Luke Hughes and other key free agent moves, has ignited a new wave of excitement across the hockey world. This team, with its rich history, passionate fan base, and now a roster filled with talent and potential, is poised to make a serious push in the upcoming season. The impact of these moves could be felt throughout the league, as Montreal aims to dominate the Atlantic Division and make a deep Stanley Cup run. The future looks bright, and the Canadiens are ready to write a new chapter in their storied history. So stay tuned, keep supporting your team, and get ready for what promises to be an unforgettable season of Canadiens hockey. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Montreal Canadiens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Montreal Canadiens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these moves? Do you believe Hughes will be the game changer the team needs? Are you optimistic about the team's chances this season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Montreal Canadiens. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more news, and more insights into your favorite team. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep the Canadiens' spirit alive as we head into what could be the most exciting hockey season in years.